Good morning.
Good morning.
And many thanks, of course, for making time to be with us here on the program. And of course, we'll use your mic. And congratulations, first of all, for clinching this title. And even as we start with, the introduction, Miss African Queen K. Laura, tell us how, what does this title actually means to you?
First of all, let me introduce myself. I'm Laura Undisa, Miss Africa Queen Kenya 2026. I'm a network support specialist by profession, and my advocacy is mental health. Mostly I deal with stress and depression. And this title, to me, it means a great sense of responsibility because, it's an international title, and I have to represent Kenya in the outside. Yeah, so it basically means I'm going to carry Kenya's pride outside. So yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for that. And Raylene, congratulations first of all.
Thank you.
Do tell us what, even as you introduce yourself, tell us how does this title, what does this title means to you?
My name is Raylene Wanjiko, a student at Mackenzie School of Fashion, studying fashion and design. I also advocate for mental health awareness, mostly targeting the youths and the teens. But this title means a lot because it's a responsibility. It shows that you have something that you're carrying and there's something that you should take care of. Because as a queen, it's not the crown that shows who you are. What shows who you are is what you do.
All right. Now, Mr. Edwin Ondera, you being, the PR communications officer, tell us about, what is the core vision behind, Miss African Queen Kenya?
Okay, thank you very much, Macharia. I'm Edwin Ondera, PR and communication, Miss African Queen Kenya, and also the lead trainer. The vision for the Miss African Queen Kenya, it's a new pageant, a new being Kenya. We want to help these queens grow, seeing them through the journey, help them because there are a lot of queens and who are willing to represent Kenya in international pageants. And you get that the visas and everything, they do not have the support they need. But on our end, we're supporting our queens fully. Yeah. And
you've been there in, the executive. What are the, the core values or what do you look at when you bring these models on, this pageantry?
Okay, first of all, we had these queens right away from the auditions, and right away from the audition, we engaged with them, knew their behavior, who they are. After that, we went to the boot camp. So it's a journey that they have gone through, and you know their behavior. You look at for a queen who maybe when she goes to the international pageant, she'll represent Kenya and bring the flag, bring the crown home. That's what we're looking at, the virtues and the values that the queen has. Yeah.
All right, Miss Queen, Miss Laura. Tell us about, before you came to this particular title, clinching this particular title. Take us through the process, the journey, even as, you clinched this title.
It's been an amazing journey, I would say.
Yeah.
And first of all, I've always wanted to go outside. I've always wanted to just represent my country. Most people feel like Kenya is all about culture, wildlife and all. But I think it's more than just that. I think Kenya, we have very promising youth, and it's something I just want to show outside. So I decided that this is not gonna end just here in Kenya. Lazima tupeleke watu wetu huko nje.
All right. And Raylene, tell us about your journey, how you became the first runners-up. Of course, there were many contestants, of course, in that particular pageantry. It's pageantry, right? Yeah. Yeah. Tell us about your journey.
The journey was very amazing because first you meet with people who you've never met before. You meet new models, new contestants, and also going for the boot camp also helped us to know a bit of each other. It was never easy because everybody there was very, very talented. But all in all, I thank God for giving me this title.
All right, congratulations again. Mr. Edwin Ondera, tell us about the process of And how long does this actually take? One would ask the question, before, you organize this particular event, how long does it take, the trainings, the selections of, the models? Take us through the process of, coming to this particular event.
Okay, first of all, before even we get to the grand finale, we have the application process, where you get the model apply, and we select, we cross-check those who have applied, cross-check on the social media, know who they are, then send an invitation for the physical audition.
So first, before you continue, when you apply for a job maybe in journalism, you have to have maybe credentials. You went to this particular school. So is this an open space where if you're a model, you can actually contest? You can actually apply?
Okay, if you're a model, you can actually apply because you've got a portfolio. We do not know who you are, but you've got a portfolio and you've got your Instagram account, which is speaking portfolio. We go cross-check on your Instagram, we cross-check on your portfolio, whatever that you've shared. So we've already gauged you. Even before we meet you in person, we know who you are. That's why we invite you for a physical audition. After a physical audition, then again we eliminate certain number. We want to work with certain number, we eliminate. After that, we go into a voting phase. We want to see how you can gauge the audience, how you can mobilize people to support you. Because it's not a walk in the park, you talking to someone to vote for you. We know it's a hectic, but we want you to go through that process. After that, the voting phase, we've got a boot camp, because we get our queens, some come from Kisumu, some come from Mombasa. So like this boot camp, we were in Naivasha for 4 days. So there we gauge them, we train with them for 4 days, gauge them so we on a personal level know who they are, social media, and in person it's different. When you meet with you in person, you know who you are. After that, you go to the grand finale.
And one would ask the question, who financed, this pageantry?
Okay.
It's actually expensive, to come up with the set and, to hire a hall.
Actually, pageantry in Kenya, it hasn't reached at a point where sponsors will support it fully. So you get, it isn't easy. It isn't easy because boot camp, grand finale, paying for the queens, their visa to go and represent Kenya, buying the franchise costs 150 USD. In Kenya, that's maybe 90 or 200,000 to buy the franchise, because so that you can hold the event. It's not a walk in the park.
All right. Ms. Lara, tell us about the challenges. He has mentioned that it's not a walk in the park. So what are some of the challenges that you faced during this journey?
Well, a lot, but let me just mention but a few. The ones that have actually Kugonga left, right, center. I would say, like in this whole modeling industry, I'm at this particular this particular pageant, I'm at just the modeling.
Like this particular pageant, just use your mind.
Okay, so I can say maybe you see, for a pageant girl, you have to have, like, you have to finance like your activities. It's quite, hakuna mtu atakuja kukupatia sijui nguo nini. So there's a lot of things that actually happen kwa sababu the outfits, we have different categories during this grand finale, and you have to be creative, and the creativity bit of it inahitaji funds. So of course that's one. And then pia kuna that fear of rejection. Man, watu ni wanoma. Watu ni wanoma. And then you're there like, maybe at first I think we had close to 80 applicants, or more. Alafu ikashuka kikatwa. So the whole time you're just fearing, man, ama naeza chujwa kwa hii face. But now you keep pushing, and discipline, consistency, of course, nafika hapo.
All right, Roylin, what are some of the challenges that you personally have faced in this particular journey, in this pageantry actually? And I may mention between expensive, and how do you juggle between modeling and your personal life?
Okay, wow. Challenges are there. venye tu amesema, I think one thing as a pageant model Kenya inasumbuanga most of the pageant models ni funding, because you have to fund for your clothes, you have to look good and you want to win, so you have to fund, and si pesa kidogo. Also maybe I can say another thing was like fear also, because actually he was the youngest. And unaona watu unaona watu wamekaa kwa industry for like 6 years and I'm just new here, so I was like, am I gonna able to do this? But it's all about believing in yourself and juggling modeling life and now your life. You have to know yourself, you have to plan yourself, you have to understand who you are, and moja is overtake the other, because it can mess you up.
All right. Now, Mr. Edwin Ondera, tell us about, she has mentioned that you had approximately 80 contestants and it narrowed down.
It was 87.
87, right. Now, how do you protect your contestants from exploitation? Because unaweza pata mtu aliongea maybe na judge, akamwambia nipatie nini. How do you protect your contestants from exploitation?
Okay, first, Miss African Queen Kenya, the wheel is just the same like those other pageants, but we want to interchange a few parts in the wheel. So that's what we're trying to do. You get these other pageants, after the event, you get people saying the event was unfair and everything. We want everything to run smoothly for the queens. So, because this is a newbie, you see, if something is a newbie, a pageant is a newbie in Kenya, people weigh the waters. They won't come on board like wingy as we expected, you see. So if we aren't transparent enough, it will be hard for us for the next edition. So that's what we're trying to do, because even when we get our judges that we had on board are people like MDs, like National Managing Director, Miss Can you see? She knows the capacity of a queen that she needs to take to represent Kenya.
And one would ask the question then, they have been crowned. What then? What's next?
Okay, they have been crowned. For the 1 year in, we are with them. We want to package them, and also anything like for the three queens. You know, we cannot. You cannot.
By the three queens, you mean the Miss African Queen KE, the first runners up and the second runners up?
We did not have a second runners up literally. So we had the queen, first runners up, and people's choice. So you see, these all people come from different counties. So different counties, we can tap them. Using them, we can create something in their counties and also help. They had something that they want to advocate for. Whatever they wanted to advocate for, help them advocate that. It will be bringing them to limelight. We're getting it, packaging them. Our training sessions will be packaging them, and the events will be taking them to the event for the competition, the one that we've selected, and support them fully. Because you see, like the two queens I've mentioned, having the outfits for the competition and everything, it's hard, but it will be on us again. So you see the burden, we've unloaded the burden from their shoulders.
All right. Now, Miss Laura, tell us about, you've been crowned Miss African Queen Kenya. What's next for you?
A lot. Like I mentioned before, it's a really like great sense of responsibility, and basically I just want to like create an impact out here. I just don't want people to know me as Laura. I'm a ITG support technician. Man, I have to like do something. I have to to act as a role model, so that mtu pale nje anaweza niona and they're like, oh, I look up to this person. So basically what I want to do, I'm trying to achieve right now, is to just create an impact to someone out here, so that at least people would be like, man, kumbe this and this is actually possible.
All right. And Raylene, tell us about what you'll do now that you have the title, the first runners up, Miss African Queen KE, and what are you passionate about? What will you do with this particular title?
I'm planning on a lot. As I said, I'm advocating for mental health awareness. I want to create impact to the society, and personally, I like people to know that you can do everything. Never undermine yourself because you're young. Like everything is possible, and that's what I want to bring to the people.
All right. Now, Mr. Edwin Ondera, tell us about, someone wants to join modeling. What advice would you actually give them?
Okay, what I always believe, if you can dream it, you can meet. And modeling is just, if you got the fire burning in you, you can. It's easier for you to learn it. But if it's a force coming from outside, you want to do it. So if you can dream it, go for it. We've got a modeling academy, Mark Modeling Academy. You can join us. This Mark Modeling Academy was a merge between Mark Modeling Academy.
All right. I'm being advised that your mic is actually off. You can take that one for Laura, even as we continue.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So for anyone that is dreaming to become a model, and I think if you can dream it, you can become it. And the best thing to do is coming out from your comfort zone and going for it. We've got a modeling academy, Mark Modeling Academy, which was a merge of Elite Modeling Academy, Elite Modeling Academy, and Mark Modeling Academy, where we do coach these models, gents and ladies, also kids, for 4 months. After 4 months, they graduate with start and everything. We also take them through makeup classes for the queens, because you're getting that a lot of queens in Kenya, they cannot do makeup on their own. That's a challenge. So when maybe we taking her to international pageant, you get that the makeup artists, they're not used to the her skin.
Yeah.
You're getting it. So it's a hard one on her.
All right. Now, even as we wind up, we actually saw a case in Nakasarani where, Abigail was actually murdered. And one would ask the question, of course, that was actually an unfortunate situation. One would ask the question, should beauty queens actually engage themselves in politics and governance?
Okay, that's a hard one. And personally, I'm not into politics. Personally, that's political and this pageant. Those are two different things.
Yeah.
It's you on a personal level to decide. That's one I cannot lie on that. Yeah.
All right. Now, Miss Laura, even as you wind up, tell us about what advice would you give that young lady who's watching you right now, who adores you? Yeah, you can actually start.
Okay, so the advice I would give to ladies or the youth out here is that, man, you can do this. With resilience and consistency, you can always do anything you've always dreamed of. I always live with this virtue that resilience is basically everything.
Yeah.
This one?
Sorry, yeah.
It's okay. So I was saying, what I can advise young ladies or gents out here is to just live by the virtue of resilience, because the moment you give up, that's it for you. And I always believe your dream, my dream shines, our dreams shine at different times. So you won't know when yours will shine unless you try. And usipojaribu, then you will never get there. So just keep on pushing, be consistent, discipline, and of course maombi, man. Pray. Hey, prayers work miracles.
God first.
Yeah, God first, and of course utafika too, and you will get there to your dream.
All right, Roylene, even as we wind up, what advice would you give to a 14-year-old self?
Wow, 14-year-old self. I will tell my 14-year-old self, thank you for always being consistent. The thing that I loved and the thing that I desired, I've actually accomplished, because I wanted to do modeling since from a young age, and I also wanted to create this impact of whatever age you are, you can achieve all you want. So, and to anyone out there who you feel like you can't do this, you can. There's nothing that is limiting you. And I was once told to look at a mirror, and the only competition you have is yourself. The rest are not a competition to you, you are a competition to yourself.
All right, thank you so much. And MD, tukimalizia with director, but then of course I was to have the managing director, as you saw in the poster, but we wouldn't have him in this particular session, but we'll reschedule that for some other time. Now, PR officer, talk to especially men, wambiwa kama wafanya modeling pia tukimalizia.
That's interesting. Pageantry in Kenya, they take it like it's for ladies,
yeah,
for queens only. You get it that for men, the competition is not that stiff, and men are not there present. Maybe you can get in a competition, there are 20 queens and maybe 5 gents or 6 gents. So I want to break that gap.
Just explain, Mike. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the question. That was an interesting one. What we're trying to do, we want to bring an international pageant for international franchise for gents, because you're getting that there is a bridge hapa katikati. Gents are not, they're feeling that our queen noticed. So that's what we're trying to do. In our academy, we've got gents, and we've got like 3 gents. We've taken them for Mr. Kenya. So that gap, when they go, they deliver their A game, other people will come on board, join us. Don't take it like gents outside here. They should not take it like ikitunia for queens only. They can do it. I would have just said, if you can dream it, you can become it. Just have someone that you feel that go watch our videos, go watch someone, have something. Unajua ikikuwa fire burning from inside, kutrain pia itakuwa rahisi. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for your insight. Thank you so much for gracing our studios this particular morning. And of course, congratulations once again. God bless Sana. Of course, you've been watching EBN television. This is The Drift, a show that comes to you every Friday, 7 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. My name is Martin Macharia. I want to sample some of your feedback even as we wind up. Simon Peter Deck saying he's watching. Monam Pew, Boniface Nyakoyo, Shadrach Maina, Stephen Macklin, Alice Maingi, David Njue, Fanis Ajevi, Sheila Nyar, Gomere, Paul Mwinzi, Faye Morgan, Carol Karaoke, Daniel N. Chege, Mika Ogum, David Getty Getrey, Mitch Mish, Moses Momo, Aglan, Robert Juma, Editor, Nekoe, Janet, Abifatar Ismail, because just about to name a few, say asante sana for being part of this particular program. My name is Martin Macharia. We are winding up, but the Leadership Challenge show is actually coming up to you next in the top of the hour at 9 a.m. Thank you so much for being part of this particular program. I was joined by Roylino Wanjiko, who's the first runners-up Miss African Queen Kenya, and as well as the PR and Communication Officer Miss African Kenya, that is Edwin Wandera, and as well as the Queen, Miss African Queen Kenya, Laura Ondisa. All right, thank you so much. And just in case you missed out on this particular episode, you can actually get that to your life on Facebook and as well as on YouTube, and you can actually get that there. All right, my name is Martin Macharia signing off. Have yourself a lovely day. Enjoy the rest of your viewing, and as always, let's do this again when God says we do.